I'm Kelly with the Northfield Art Barn.
And I'm Emily with the Northfield Art Barn.
And I'm William with the Northfield Art Barn. We're going to talk today about the polymer clay that came with your January Art Barn box. Emily's kind of the expert in our house with clay figurines. So she's going to talk to you today about how to make a bee or an insect and a fish. She has her materials sort of prepped for the fish. So I'm going to let her start with that.
Do you want to get this stuff prepped? Okay, perfect. Okay, for this fish, you are going to need, for the body at least, we'll move on to the eyes in a little bit, a round circle ball, for the body, a little donut kind of for the mouth, a heart, and two I don't know what you'd call that, like a circle with
a fin?
Yeah, two fins, yeah. And here's how you're gonna make the body. You're gonna take the little tiny donut, and you're gonna put it, it doesn't really matter where, because you can always move it around, somewhere, like that. And that's gonna be where the mouth is. And then you're gonna take the heart, and that's gonna be the tail fin, like the back of the fish, like that. And then you're gonna take these two little, fins, put them, right next to the mouth. Not too close to the mouth, though, because otherwise it's going to look like, I don't know what it would be called, huge whiskers. You want it to look like a fish. So that's how you're going to make the fish's body. Now for the eyes, you are going to need the black and the white that come in your Art Barn box. And I'm going to say, Okay, you're going to need just a little bit of white. You use less than you really need. Okay.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah, kind
Yeah,
of.
like it doesn't take much.
Yeah, it does not take much. Okay, yeah, that makes way more sense. But you don't want it so small that, you can't even see them. So you're going to take two little balls and you're going to flatten them, but not so flat that you still want them to be 3D. Let me just put it that way. And then even smaller than those, you're going to take a tiny, tiny, tiny bit of black. You're going to roll it into a ball. You're going to put it right there. That kind of looks like an eye, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
this is Abe from the Northfield Art Barn.
in the background,
Yeah,
holding the camera.
Holding the phone.
Whatever.
Those do look like eyes. It sounds like William
The baby.
was wanting to go, so
Yeah.
Mom took him.
So there's the eyes. Just kind of set them right on there. And you can push them down when they're on there, but you don't want completely flat.
It's amazing
so
how
that-
eyes make it look more real.
And then you can always move around stuff to make it look more like a fish. That looks
Good work.
kind of like that.
I have one fish, two fish.
One fish,
Like the
two
Dr.
fish.
Seuss
Yeah.
That's
On
great.
here is a red fish.
How do you make this
Two green fishes.
bee?
Oh,
or
right, the
bug,
bee,
or
of
whatever
course.
that is?
Well, here's how you're going to make them. You're going to need, for your supplies, 3 balls. It doesn't matter what color. Well, technically, not 3. 5 balls. Doesn't matter what color.
Yeah, but 3 of one color and 2 of another color,
Yes.
it looks like.
And so we're going to roll those into balls because they're not completely balls right now. Here we go.
And as Emily's doing that, I'm going to say that there are lots of videos and instruction things online on how to make different shapes, figures, creatures with this type of clay. So, go online, check it out. There's also some ideas in your instruction booklet as well. So, yeah, use your imagination.
Okay. So now the 3 middle ones, so 1 color and 2 on the outside, you're going to push together, right? Just like that. You can roll them around if you want them to be flat. If you don't want them to be flat, just push them and don't roll them. Here's the head. You can add on the head, but don't push it too much like these ones. Otherwise, it's going to come out like, it's really hard to explain. And then you need the stinger. The stinger is harder than these parts. There's 2 ways that you can make the stinger. Either you can make it like a mountain, kind of, just like
Just
that.
shaping it with your fingers like that.
Or, I prefer this way.
Use kind of the palm
Yeah.
of your hand and
You
one of
use,
your
you're
fingers.
kind of going to do like that.
Yep, I see
and then
that.
just roll it. And there's another way to make a stinger. It's way faster. I recommend that way. Some people recommend the other ways.
And then it looks like it has wings.
Yes, you can choose any color. I just used yellow because I was out of white, and you don't even have to use white. But in this video, yes, I will be using white. So here are my 2 balls. You want them about the size as the head. See how that's about the size of the head?
Yep.
And you're going to roll them into balls. You want to make sure that they're about the same size. Then you're going to roll them out just a little. Not like a snake long. Maybe like an inch long, kind of. And then you're going to push them down. And again, you don't want them to be paper thin, because otherwise it's going to be all wavy, and in the oven, they're just going to go down, and it's going to look like, kind of like a long fish. So you're going to want to, here's how I hold them to put them on. I put this on my finger, and yes, by the way, they are going to stick to your hands. I find that when I use red, my hands turn red, but that just washes off with soap and water. So here's how you're going to hold them. You're going to put them in one finger, and then use your thumb and push it down a little. That way, you see how there's a little bit coming out, but at the same time there's still some in. Then you're going to push them on. And when they're on, you might want to shape them a little so that they're about the same size.
Now, I noticed you didn't put any eyeballs on your bug, but you could do that, I guess,
You
if
could.
you wanted to make tiny eyeballs.
Yeah, it's just really hard to
Let me
make
ask you a
those.
question really quick before we say something about the baking. Can you talk about the tools here? I noticed we didn't really
course.
use any tools, but when you use tools, like, do you find it to be helpful? I don't know, like, what
Helpful.
would you say?
Especially...
This video's getting a little long, so we probably have
Yes.
to wrap it up, but...
Here, I forgot about this one. Especially when you're making the heart, because then you can just make a circle, push it down, cut a little sliver into it,
Yeah.
and shape it into a heart.
So the tools can be really helpful. Just kind of play around with it.
These can cut, not as well as a knife, but still cut, and push down. This is amazing for rolling out.
Yeah, like rolling it out a little bit, kind of like Play-Doh or something.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about baking them real quick
quite
now.
done.
Oh, go ahead.
And then
Oh,
these
I forgot about the toothpicks.
poke.
Yeah, they can make like little texture. You know, you can use them to
Can also use them to write
yep,
stuff.
score them a little bit. You can write words on there. Yep. So I'm glad you showed us that. So remind
Still
me,
not
Emily, when we bake this on the oven, what temperature do we bake it at?
270.
Yeah, 260, 270, somewhere in there. Ovens do vary a little bit, but it's about that. For how long?
20 to 25 minutes.
Yep. And remember, kids, remember to always do that part with an adult, with adult supervision. So, okay. There we have it.
Yep.
Signing off.